And you talked about the whole DeAndre Williams situation. There was a report that came out that he was denied his original waiver. I don't know if that's confirmed by the school or not, but that's pretty much the thought that everyone thinks that he was denied a waiver. I think I assume I'm in the minority on what I'm about to say. I've said this several times on the show. Interested in hearing your opinion on it. My whole thing with DeAndre Williams is, yes, I would love to have DeAndre Williams back. I think this team is good with or without DeAndre. If you get him back, you're talking about one of the better bigs in college basketball coming back. It kind of raises the ceiling for this team. My only concern with that is every year the Pennies had a what you call an unsuccessful or a toxic season or all this chaos. It's because you got guys who all feel like they should be on the court at a certain time. If you bring DeAndre back, you're going to have to make a hard decision about David Jones or Jaquan Walton.
Right.
Like this is going to happen if DeAndre comes back. If I'm Penny, do I want that situation again, or do I want to just ride with what I have? I
would want it again. I think he's a difference maker at the collegiate level. Like, he's not an NBA prospect, DeAndre Williams.
Yeah,
he'll never play in the NBA. I shouldn't crush somebody's dreams. I'd be surprised if he ever plays in the NBA. But I'll root for him like crazy. All right.
How can you not root for DeAndre? I mean,
right. Yeah, he's old, and that gets made fun of a lot. You take all
and then
that.
He's crazy. He goes out there, he looks like he's unstable. So yeah, it's like, you got to cheer for that dude.
Yeah. So take all that, set it over here. He's a really good college basketball player. He's a really good college basketball player. I would want him on the team. I think Memphis goes from unranked to top 15 just based on the addition of DeAndre Williams. I don't know how that's going to end up, but I would just tell you, broadly speaking, in similar cases that I've covered over the years, when you start hearing about people submitting more documents and submitting more this and that, the only reason you're submitting more usually is because they've already told you, this is not, no, you're not getting that back. And you say, well, what about this? It's like almost like imagine you're applying for a loan, right?
Yeah.
And they reject you. And you say, hold up. I forgot about this extra income I got.
Right.
What if I can show you this extra income? And they'll go, okay, well, you can submit that and we'll run it again. And then they run it again and they're like, we're still not there.
Right.
My fear is that that's what this is going to be. Like, they're just going to ultimately say, we're done here. You have no more eligibility. It's time to move on. But to answer your question directly, if I were Penny Hardaway, I would want him on my roster. And if it has to come at the expense of Jaquan Walton, then that's fine with me.
Okay.